remaking a famous photograph in New York City with Tony Hawk. Not clickbait. I love a good not clickbait in the title. The Democracy.
Welcome to a special episode of the Mystery Skater Search. Now, for the last 3 months, every single morning for 2 hours, I would chase leads trying to find the identity of this mystery skater. There were some that genuinely came close.
Okay, so if you don't know what this guy's talking about, is back in the 50s, there's this random photo of New York Central Park of this guy just cruising. And then Tony Hawk and everyone has been saying, "Who is this man? Does anyone know this man? We're trying to find this man. Blah, 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 blah." And they couldn't figure it out. I think the search has gone nowhere.
Now, for the last 3 months, every single morning for 2 hours, I would chase leads trying to find the identity of this mystery skater. There were some that genuinely came close. A lot of the things did line up until, of course, I reached out to that family.
It's just a random photo. Like, it doesn't really look like the same guy.
Who then denied the mystery skater being one of their family members. Well, a couple weeks ago, I get a message from Tony Hawk inviting me to New York City to meet up to go over everything, but also to visit the exact spot where this photo was taken. Of course I said yes, and I was on the next flight out of Austin. And here's what went down. When I got to New York City, I met up with a photographer named Josh Brown. Now, Josh actually has a fun story here. Back in April, when Tony first posted this photo asking about the identity of this skater, Josh commented this: "We need a recreation
a Tony Hawk recreation of this photo.
Sure, I'll take it if you want." Tony sees this comment.
I could never look that cool while riding Switch or ever, but I'll give it a try. It's funny. It's funny now because like Tony Hawk is this like icon, right? Like Michael Jordan of skateboarding or whatever. But when Tony was growing up, all the other skaters would bully the absolute shit out of him, and they would say he has the worst style ever. Like that was like one of the main critiques. They go, "Oh, he's got terrible style. He looks awful." So it's funny that it kind of like sticks with him, you know?
And then responds to it. To which Josh then says, "Say when, and I'll be there." Well, Tony said when, and Josh stuck to his word. Tony flew in Josh from Ohio to be a part of this experience. And at this point, all that was left was to meet the man himself.
So this will be Tony.
Tony rolled up in the exact same outfit that the mystery skater was wearing. Down to the same tie clip, button on his suit jacket, hat, sunglasses. It was all accurate to the mystery skater photo.
It looks pretty good. I feel like the other guy does look cooler. The other guy does wear it better. For sure.
Skater photo. Next was the fun part. Going to the spot where this photo was taken, and one that has consumed my life for the last 5 months.
How did you find the exact location?
I utilized behind these trees, these buildings.
Where did Tony get this board, I wonder?
This is the spot. This is where the mystery skater started. It has significantly narrowed over the years, like 6 feet on this side. This side's all original. He kind of just carved his way down.
So then he's hooking left there. That's the carved. Yeah. But also, his
What? Look at this skyline in the back. But who are all these people just watching too?
right turn. This is pretty amazing to me right here.
Right here, and that's where we're gonna try to nail the shot.
Full disclaimer, I have to do the switch. Thanks for finding everything.
Man, thanks for inviting us out here.
The board is an exact version of what he wrote. Thanks to you. You sent me the eBay
Dang.
link.
Oh, that's the same one.
This is it.
Yeah, right.
But it looked like the only one that would still roll.
Okay, so that's Goofy, so it's escape
Wheels not
regular.
falling off yet.
So we are so lucky to have Adrian here, Bill Effort's wife, and we're gonna have her as an Easter egg in the back of the photo. If you want to just sort of be walking, you'll walk down towards as he does it. Josh, ready?
you can kind of tell that he's switched, like low-key a little bit.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah. You did great.
Now, after multiple run-throughs of the shot, I decided to ask some of the burning questions that a lot of you guys have had in the comments.
This is super, super cool to get to meet you. What do you think?
I am so amazed that we're in the same spot that this guy that my husband photographed in 1965, and this spot is still here, a little more overgrown, and also to see Tony Hawk recreate the mystery man who we still hope will be found. Just so exciting. Oh, Bill would...
I mean, I feel like if they can't find this guy, like, without being too dark, probably he's dead, right? Because I feel like this guy might have, like, caught wind of this. Surely he's dead. Dang. What did they say? This is from the 50s? He already looks kind of old here. People would be blowing up his Instagram. I mean, like, if he's like 80, does he have Instagram?
Fighting. Oh, Bill would have loved us. Yeah, and he would have been shooting it.
From the actual original photo, you said there wasn't much detail on the back of the photo, right? It was
Didn't have anything on it about who the guy was. This has been elusive to figure out if anybody took any notes. So far, nothing's come up. It would be fun to find out who it was, even if a family member came forward. I mean, after all these years, it would be really, really the end, full circle.
He would be
end
like
of the story
100.
if
Yeah,
we could
that's what
find
I
out
was
who it
thinking.
was, but I don't know. It's been so many years.
I fully agree with Adrian here. At this point in the efforts, it's very clear that the identity of this mystery skater lies in the hands of his family, who honestly probably don't even know this photo exists. This photo wasn't publicly available for decades. Next, it was time to ask Tony his thoughts.
So, what does it mean to be at the spot?
It's a little overwhelming. Super happy to be here and to facilitate making it happen, but I think that it's going to hit me later, like how truly meaningful it is. 60 years since this photo was taken, and it only really took on the life that it has in the last 10 or so. For me, and maybe even for you, Dan, that this is some sense of closure since we can never find the original skater. But to be here in his footsteps, to be here with
I'm 38 and don't have Instagram. If he's 80, he might think the words computer and website are interchangeable. I mean, I like that you're saying you don't have Instagram is kind of like a, you know, like, I'm not super into technology, but also you're watching a live stream on Twitch right here, right now, chatting it up on the Twitch account. So I think we can only take it with a grain of salt. But I do agree with what you're saying there.
Bill's wife, to ride the same
Tony's
board,
such a sellout. Why? How is he a sellout?
wear the same clothes. It's big.
It's huge.
It's a big honor for me. It really is.
Why do you want to know who this guy was?
From a core skater perspective, he looks so natural that it's almost out of place. Because it feels like that's the beginning of skateboarding, truly, in the 60s. And he looks like he's been skating his whole life. And there's something about his confidence, about his stance, his style, feels like a veteran. Who was this guy? How did he get so good at skating? How was he so good at skating? He may be the first naturally gifted
Time
skateboarder.
traveler.
That's why. I mean, if it was a random person and they looked like they were afraid, they were about to fall, we wouldn't even take notice of it. But
Yeah.
this guy, he had something magical about his approach.
That is funny in skating that, like, you can just see this guy and be like, oh yeah, he looks alright. Like, he's kind of going fast. He's kind of confident. He's kind of looking good. But I don't think Tony's a sellout at all. Tony used to get a lot of hate when he first kind of made it big, because he was just in skating, and then there was a shift of like, he's a celebrity now. And then when he was celebrity, he's getting celebrity deals rather than skate deals. And I remember Tony Hawk said in some kind of interview, he did a deal with McDonald's. And then they were like, the people were like, you're such a sellout, blah, blah. And he's like, homie, you know what I ate all the time growing up, winning all the comps as a kid? McDonald's. So it's like, is he a sellout for promoting product that like he's eaten and used throughout his whole life, you know? So like, I don't know. I feel like the true definition of selling out is like promoting something that you don't believe in, you know? Not just promoting a lot of things. Like, if you can promote things that you are passionate about, I don't think that's selling out at all.
Approach to it. It would have been fun to find out who he was, but maybe we find out that he really did have an attachment to skateboarding. He had been skateboarding for a long time, and that was nothing to him. Would that be disappointing? I don't know. I mean, I guess it's almost more fun and adds to the
Double
folklore.
pits chessie. Well, see, like, the thing is, Shekla's talked about that. So double pits chessie is Shekla did this really cringe Axe body deodorant ad or whatever, and it was like terrible script, really awful, like terribly made. But I remember Shekla talk about it, and he goes, yeah, he's like, yeah, I've heard about it. I wasn't really sure. Then they're like, we will give you $1 million. And he's like, all right. Like, are you really going to say no to $1 million? I mean, like, if you're in a fortunate enough situation where you can do that, power to you. But $1 million for one day's work? I don't know. Kind of sometimes got to run it. Why don't you just take the million, give 100,000 to to random skaters, take the 900K? I don't know. Like, I think taking that is absolutely fine.
That we never identified him. We tried. shut the door on this. He will remain forever a mystery, and the best we can do is to emulate him. I could not believe the depths that you went to uncover details of people, of connections, of places, of surroundings. I mean, I was as fascinated.
Dang, they're really going for it.
At the core of it, in terms of wanting to know.
Get your bag? Yeah, I agree. Like, who knows how things will change over time. Someone wants to give you $1 million, I think just take it. Skating is a short-lived career. If you can get in front of non-skaters, become more household name, extend your career, why would you pass it up? 100% agree. Tony Hawk Foundation has built 661 skate parks across 50 states. Yes, exactly.
And providing information as best I could, but you went to a whole different level. Really, your series is the reason that I wanted to do this.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Right on. Thank you for bringing us out here, but also for recreating the shot and making the whole series happen, man.
It was a privilege and an honor.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks, man.
I appreciate it. Yeah. Thank you.
So the time came to get as close as we could to the mystery skater himself. The same city, the same outfit, skating on the same board, in the exact same spot. Nailed it. As we get closure from the search that spanned more than 3 months.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I've learned a few things.
I feel like you can tell this guy's going faster somehow. I feel like it seems like he's going slower.
Nailed it.
I don't know why
the board in the exact same spot. Nailed it. As we get closure from the search that spanned more than 3 months, I've learned a few things. They say you should never meet your heroes, but I did. Meeting Tony Hawk, someone I've looked up to for most of my life, was surreal. It was more than just a dream come true. It was a reminder that sometimes even the loftiest dreams can become reality. Collaborating with Tony wasn't just about the search. It was about shared moments, conversations, and the realization that heroes can be everything you imagined and more. It's funny. Now, the person I have to thank for this incredible experience remains a mystery. It began as a simple comment on a photo, grew into a journey that was shared by more than 20 million people, whether they were seasoned skaters or had never stepped foot on a board. This search proved that a shared passion, even for something as simple as a forgotten moment in time, has the power to bring people together. So, while this chapter ends with the answer we were hoping for,
this is a pretty good video. I'm surprised it didn't get more views.
Keep skating, keep searching, and keep believing that the effort is always worth it. Now, for anybody interested, Tony has signed a limited number of these photos, and they're available right now on his website. You can get a signed photo right now from Tony Hawk for $50. And there's also an unsigned version for $20. And a portion of every sale will be donated to the skate park project. And yeah, you can pick it up at TonyHawk.com or these links if you're watching this on my profile. Thank you guys so much for watching and for the love and support you've given this series. Truthfully, I got an experience of a lifetime. I will never forget this. Be sure to like and follow for more fun videos like this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you guys later.
That is pretty sick. Yeah, if you if you don't want to buy it, take a screenshot right now, print it out, frame it, boom, done.